Hello YouTube, Wes here checking in with an unboxing. This is an unboxing from the monthly vinyl subscription service VNYL. Recently have been watching several of the VNYL unboxings here on YouTube and thought I'd like to give it a try. We've taken a look at, of course, Vinyl Me Please, which I am a monthly subscriber to, and we have also taken a look at Vinyl Monkey in the past. So I wanted to give this one a try, see what it is. VNYL's deal is personally curated albums based on Spotify playlists, likes, dislikes, based on various things, sort of personally hand curated. 3 albums a month, $39 is the price. So it's a little bit higher of a price, but you get 3 albums per month rather than just 1 album per month. And as I said, they are personally curated, so you're not getting the same thing as everybody else is getting. You're getting something that supposedly fits your likes and dislikes and fits your vibe. The vibe I chose for my first box is Starrynights. So before we get into opening the box and seeing what's inside and giving the music a sample and letting you know whether I think they did a good job or not, I thought I would go over my profile that I filled out when I first signed up for the service so you can get an idea of the kind of information I gave them, so we can kind of compare that to what they chose for me. First of all, you have an option to link up your Spotify, your Twitter, your Discogs, your Instagram, SoundCloud, Last.fm, and Rdio. I linked up my Twitter, my Instagram, but I did not link up any of the music services. I didn't link up Discogs because my collection is not on Discogs. I didn't link up Spotify, even though they found my Spotify. I didn't link up Spotify because I don't use Spotify to listen to music. I use Spotify to sample music that I'm curious about. So I really didn't want them looking at my Spotify thinking necessarily that the things I listen to on Spotify are something I like. Because a lot of times I listen to something on Spotify and I don't like it. So somehow they managed to find my Spotify by looking up my name, I guess, unfortunately. So they did link that up. So moving on, they also have some sort of profile questions they ask. How many vinyl albums do you currently own? The largest choice we had was 201 plus, which I have 3,000 plus. What traditional genres are you interested in? I checked off alternative, blues, electronic, hip-hop, indie, jazz, pop, rock, singer-songwriter. I'm pretty much interested in everything that's on this list, except for opera maybe. not really interested in opera, not really interested in metal or classical. I listen to a little bit of classical, but I find enough of that myself to keep me happy. I'm looking for more of the other genres. Name a few of your favorite artists or albums. I wrote down, I sort of continued to add onto this list over time. I have Nils Fromm, Arcade Fire, Stars, John Carpenter, Max Richter, Pink Floyd, King Crimson, The Antlers, Boards of Canada, Flaming Lips, Fleet Foxes, Bon Iver, Kendrick Lamar, Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Kraftwerk, NWA, Perfume Genius, Purity Ring, Rihanna, Beyonce, Sigur Rós, Tangerine Dream, Linkin Park, Miley Cyrus. Just sort of added on things that popped into my head as I thought about it for a little bit. Then it asks, what music, artists, albums, genres should not be in your VNYL shipment? I wrote down Kiss, The Eagles, Screamo, opera, Taylor Swift, and Nickelback were my choices for that. I don't know. I thought I'd give them a laugh with that. The next question, how adventurous do you want your curator to be? The choices are super fan, curious, lukewarm, or cold as ice. Cold as ice is stick to what I already like, please. Lukewarm is I'd like to add a few experiments to my collection. Curious is introduce me to some new artists and genres. And superfan is bring it on, I'm game to listen to anything. And I chose superfan, bring it on, I'm game to listen to anything. That's kind of what I'm looking for in a vinyl subscription service, is show me something I don't know about, kind of thing, you know. Surprise me. The next question is, been diving his work. Are you on the lookout for any specific albums, unicorn records, trying to flesh out your collection? We'll keep an eye out for you. And I just wrote, always on the lookout to discover modern ambient electronic artists and dream pop or synth pop artists, which is kind of on the genres I've been finding myself going down as I get deeper and deeper into listening to music and experimenting. I'm always experimenting with all kinds of genres, but definitely ambient electronic type stuff and dream pop, synth pop type stuff. I'm always first to want to check those kind of things out. So that's what I wrote there. The next question, what turntable do you own? I put down the Project RM 1.3 Genie, which is my current turntable, and very happy with it. And the last question they have here is, anything else we should know before we curate for you? We are all ears. And I wrote, I am eager to always be discovering and hearing new things. I hope you can find something that is new to me, and I'm glad you picked it. So that was my sort of profile I filled out to get things started. So let's go ahead and get this box opened up and see what they chose. Other people pointed out, it says love will tear us apart, and you just tear that one to open. The first thing out of the box for me is the member store. This is Let's Get Physical in a very 80s sort of neon color sort of look. I really like that. I really like that logo quite a bit. It talks about some of the new releases they're featuring in the member store. Angel Olsen, Wilco, the new Clipping album, new album from Bastille, Head in the Heart, Wicked soundtrack, Dawes, Banks. I guess Banks has something new coming out. So just an advertisement there. Here are some decals they sent along. I'm glad they sent those along. I did see other people getting decals, and I'm glad they did that. The one they sent, it says, Let's Get Physical. And my box is curated by Jim here, it says. It says, hey Wesley, welcome. Here's your first box. Check out A Book of Flying by Kaisen, ambient electronic music with vocals, reminiscent of Bon Iver. Okay, that sounds like something up my alley. And since you like Arcade Fire, I got you a Coliseum Complex Museum by hazy, atmospheric indie rockers, the Besnard Lakes. Awesome. Enjoy your new records, Jim. So both of those sound like something I would definitely like. So thank you, Jim, for curating this box for me. So let's go ahead and take a look at these albums here. There should be one more in here he didn't mention. The first thing we have here is A Book of Flying by Kaisen, the first one he mentioned. Pretty interesting look here. Open up this Kaisen album here. Looks like this might be on colored vinyl. Sort of a peach colored clear vinyl. Really neat looking. I like the look of that. This is a 2016 release, so that's nice. Alright, next thing we have here is the second album he mentioned, a new album, new release from the Besnard Lakes, a Coliseum Complex Museum, Jaguar Records. Okay, so yeah, I just looked through my recent purchases, and actually, I do already have this one. So, oh well, it was something I bought. I think I do like it. I buy so much, it's difficult for me to even keep track. So that was a good choice anyway. I know when I sampled it, I liked it enough to buy it. And the last album out of here, this is an album by M. Ward, Duet for Guitars #2. So this will be interesting to give a try to. I've heard of M. Ward before, but I've never listened to the music, so this will be a new thing for me. So yeah, let's go ahead and go listen to this music, and I'll tell you what I think, tell you what I thought about how they did, and come back to you with a final wrap-up. Okay guys, well I'm back. I've had a chance to spin all three albums that Jim over at VNYL curated for me. Definitely liked all three of them. So let's go ahead and go through and talk about them, and then sort of wrap up my thoughts of VNYL service. First one he talked about and sent here. This is Kaisen's A Book of Flying. This is the sort of ambient electronic piece he described with vocals, and that is a very good description of this. There is a little bit of a Bon Iver kind of feel to it, just with the mainly in the vocals. but a lot of ambient electronic synthesizer work. Really cool. I love this. I was really impressed by this. Love the music here. I'm going to go ahead and see if Kyson has any other releases. But yeah, really definitely enjoyed this one quite a bit. Sounded great also, really well recorded, really great dynamic range, really well pressed. I don't know who did the vinyl pressing on this. I'm not familiar with the markings in the dead wax, but yeah, definitely a recommended album for me, and definitely a good pick. So thank you for that. The second one was the Besnard Lakes, which I do already have this one. I can't blame Jim or the VNYL service at all for this. I do not have my collection listed in Discogs, and I do buy a lot of new vinyl, so that's not their fault, that's my fault. If anything, it's a sign that they know what they're doing. They're picking the right things. They're picking something I would actually buy. So yeah, just had a chance to re-listen to this. I hadn't listened to it in a few months since I bought it earlier this year. A little bit different than how he describes it. I would call this more of a modern psychedelic album. But still really good, really enjoyable kind of music, and yeah, so that was a good pick. And the last pick he chose, the thing I think fits the vibe this month that I chose, which was Starrynights the most, is M. Ward's album, Duet for Guitars #2. Yeah, this is just an acoustic guitar kind of by the campfire kind of sound. Definitely I can see this being, you know, starry night outdoors by the campfire kind of thing, just singing and playing guitar, and really nice piece, and really enjoyed this. So yeah, that definitely fits the vibe and fits stuff I like to hear. Definitely very pleasing and enjoyable. So overall, the VNYL service, I'm impressed. I'm happy with it. I think if you are just starting out, it would be great. A great way to get some exposure to new artists. It's a great way to build your collection. If you're like me and you have a lot of records, I would recommend having them in a Discogs collection where they can see what they're sending you, so they don't accidentally send you something you already have. I would recommend that. If you're like me and you don't really have your collection listed on Discogs, then that might be a problem. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with the service. I'm going to go ahead and pause my subscription for now. If you would like to try VNYL for yourself, send me an email either in the comments down below or in a private message. Send me an email address and I will send you a code that will give you $10 off of the member store. So once you sign up, you'll be able to purchase anything in the member store for $10 off. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And thanks for checking out VNYL with me. Have a great day. Cheers. See you next time.